Anjola, I'm sitting here feeling extremely old and like I've been here for a very long time. We talked a little bit at the weekend when you were named on the substitutes bench about the age difference between you and the guys that are picking the team here, the management and the staff, and even the age difference between you and some of the first team players. What has it been like being involved with the first team, and of course particularly at the weekend, getting on and getting some League Two experience?
Yeah, I think my whole time here being with the first, like being in and around with the first team, I think it's been very good, definitely. It's been a challenge, definitely, and I think it's one that I like quite to enjoy. I think what calmed me down quite quickly is the way how welcoming the first team are, you know, especially a lot of the players here. They're quite, you know, they're very easy to talk to, they're very easy to get along with, you know, there's a lot of banter in here, which is so easy to join in with and everything. They just make you feel welcome. I don't think definitely.
There's a real range in there, isn't there? There's a lot of young players who are playing at the moment, players who've come through the academy that I'm sure you'll be able to identify with. But there are also people like Seamus Keneally and Sean McConville and Sean Worley who've been in so many of these dressing rooms and been in your position themselves. Just from being in and around this changing room, regardless of the play in the games, how much are you learning and how much are you taking from people?
Yeah, I think every day just seeing them train and see the way they play, you know, and definitely people like Seamus, Kelvin, Sean especially, I think getting advice from them has really been really helpful, you know, and it just makes it quite easier to settle into a game, so yeah.
It must be living the dream stuff, to be your age and to be involved with the first team, let alone getting on and getting, you know, match time. Do you have to pinch yourself sometimes, or are you able to take it in your stride? Are you quite laid back?
Both really, but to be honest, I'm just thankful for, you know, the opportunity that I get. You know, it's about hard work really, but no, honestly, I'm just thankful for the opportunity, to be honest.
I'm interested in how you got to this point, your background in the game. How did you end up at Accrington Stanley? And I imagine there's probably been some disappointments along the way.
Yeah, definitely. Like everyone's career, you know, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, but it's just about pushing through it really. But yeah.
How do you deal with those disappointments when you're, very young?
No, yeah, I think I feel like you just don't let them get to you really. Yeah, that's the main thing.
And to get the opportunity coming in to Accrington, what was that decision like? You know, getting the chance to come here. What did you know about the club? Did you know about the management? Did you know about the youth setup, or was it just a club?
No, to be honest, it's a privilege to be here. You know, there's so many people who want your opportunity, and no, definitely, it's a privilege to be here. I think I already knew a lot about the club since I was young, since I was about 8, just being at Bury, playing against Accrington a lot. So, you know, I've already knew about the club. I've already knew what to expect really from here. You know, definitely, yeah.
I'm talking to Alex Henderson about the Bury situation and him saying overnight going from the thought I could be a professional footballer to there's no football club anymore, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Does that chime with you? Is that something similar, having gone through the ranks there and then saw what happened to that club?
To be honest, I'm still a bit younger than Hendel, so I wasn't really thinking about, at my time at Bury, I wasn't really thinking about, that's going to be I'm not going to get a professional contract. So I wasn't really thinking about that. I was more thinking about, I'm going from the place I enjoy playing football the most, like I've loved the whole place, to it not being there anymore. So yeah, it was quite a shock. It was quite a shock, definitely, but I think things happen like that in football, so yeah.
There'll be lots of people watching this, listening to this, who've got kids of their own, who love playing football, who are really talented. The importance and what's coming across from talking to you of enjoying it, relishing every moment. There can be a lot of pressure put on youngsters who are talented. Is it the most important thing, to enjoy it and have a smile on your face and be thankful every day?
Definitely, yeah. But I also think that whilst you're enjoying it, you also got to put the work in as well. You know, so it's a bit of both, really. Definitely, yeah.
So, how much have you learned from that first team experience, and how different is it?
Well, I've learned from playing the 18s and the things that I've done there, implement it into the first team game and just improving it even more. You know, being more physical, understanding where to be, like the places to be. You know, I think there's still a lot to learn, but I think it's just step by step, really.
How important have John Coleman, Jimmy Bell, John Doolan been? Because their experience of bringing young players through and giving them a chance, I mean, they've been doing it for longer than you've been alive.
Yeah, I know. But no, I think that the best thing about the three of them is that they're very easy to talk to. You know, if you not if you're struggling, but if you need help or needed advice on how to do this, how to do that, you just ask them and they'll give you like the best advice that they possibly can. You know, everyone's still learning, but I think that it's been very good to have them three around you.
What will your mates and kids your age that you kind of knock about with be doing while you're preparing for professional football?
Well, I think at this age we all have quite the same goals, really, no matter what sport or job that we want to do. I think it's all just about, you know, making the best out of ourselves. You know, whether it's playing football, whether they're going to school, I just think that we all have the same goal to make the best outcome of ourselves, really. So, yeah.
And I guess when you've grown up in that football environment, a full-time professional playing week in, week out, you could have a 20-year career at this point. That must be the aspiration.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to be the best I can be. That's the main thing, yeah.
And it's very early to say this in your journey, but there'll be hundreds of kids in the Accrington Academy younger than you, in younger age groups. They'll probably be looking at you being involved in the first team and thinking, I want that to be me. I want to follow in his footsteps. It's crazy how quickly you get elevated into this position. Are you kind of aware of that?
To be honest, I just see it as I was like them, you know, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity that I've had, you know, and I just think that was me. That was me at a point, and yeah, definitely, yeah.